Well, February is over, and March has begun. Another month down, and another month to go. And as is the way of time, as is required of the calendar, that does mean it is time for new video games, for the games that we were playing during February are over. And now it's time for something new. And speaking of new, this is the newest DLC course in Walkabout Mini Golf. This is the third and final of the Jules Verne-based courses. Around the world in 80 days, though we're not actually going around the world. We're just kind of sticking here to the Eiffel Tower. We're going to be going to the top to get to our airship, our dirigible. So we're not actually going around the world, though that elephant over there is in a pickle. That elephant might be going around the world. So those giraffe, they might be going. How does that happen? I don't know. Irresponsible animal care is how that happens. But, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do for them. What we can do is take in a round of mini golf before we head to our ship. And that's what we'll do. That's what they used to do back in, Jules Verne's time. Not many people know that. About how essential, mini golf was to the world traveler's experience. Although I didn't realize just how unsafe the Eiffel Tower was. I mean, I know that this was a long time ago. Safety regulations are not as they are today, but I mean, if you were working in one of these little booths, let me just get around this. There we go. Like, here's a door you could take to get in there, but then, like, there's no railing right here. If you were working in the middle booth over here, you'd have to just, sidle along these girders to just hop on over in here. And now you're in your workplace, This is where you're going to be spending your day, drinking a drink from a coconut. And, I guess doing some cartography or some such there, but then you have to just, jump on out of here, and then sidle, maybe have a snack over here. Don't fall down now. But then again, not only is it unsafe to work here, it's also unsafe to play mini golf here, as we will see. Alright, let's do hole 2. So, video games. Everyone loves them. They're pretty good. They can be. And we played some games in February. We played Home Safety Hotline, which is less of a game and more of a job simulator. I thought I did pretty well at that job. We played some Parasite Eve, because you had to save humanity from mitochondria. Specifically, Eve's mitochondria. Everyone else's mitochondria seems to be pretty cool with the whole situation. It's just Eve's... Oh, that was not hard enough. It's just Eve's mitochondria that had a problem, really. She's assuming her problem is everyone's problem, and it's not always how it is. Maybe most of the mitochondria are okay with the nucleic oppression. Almost got it in. Anyway, look, there's like a hole right here. Mess up, your ball's gonna go down that hole. Who knows? It's gonna bop someone on the head. Who knows it's gonna bop? The state of the safety regulations of the time. Shocking. Shocking is what they were. We played Arzette, the Jewel of Faramore. Had a good time with that. Not quite. Not quite. At least my ball did not get crushed by these oddly undulating tables. We played, The Frog Detective 3. Closing out the Frog Detective trilogy. The detective thought that they knew what crime was all about, but how can you deal with corruption when it's coming from those close to you? It's heartbreaking, it is. It's heartbreaking. Also, speaking of heartbreaking, this course has some neat little heartbreaking holes right here, such as needing to hit this hard enough to hold a bump, bump, bump all the way up to here, and hopefully it falls off there. But there's no railing right here, so if you hit it too hard, it'll just go all the way off. Some interesting holes on this one. And we all like some interesting holes. Alright, almost made it, but not quite. But that's fine. Nope. Did not ricochet the way I hoped it would. Nope. Once again, no. Let's try it like this. There we go. That's what I was hoping for. Alright, now we have to leave the tower and board this, frankly looking unsafe ramp onto this airship right here. Seems sturdy enough. But the games of February are over, and we're entering March, like I said, so what are we playing in March? Look at this pile of dirt and coal right here in the middle of the hole. Inconsiderate. Inconsiderate is what that is. Well, what I want to do in March is start off with a few short things. What we're doing next is something that I was not aware about until recently, but now that I am aware about it, I do want to give it a try. This should be very short, but over the past few years, I've been playing the Echo Knight games, and I've enjoyed them. And I played all 3 of them, and there are no more Echo Knight games. Or so I thought, because it turns out that there's kind of one. Kind of. In that From Software, makers of the Echo Knight games, had made this thing for the PSP called Adventure Player, in which you could make your own little adventure games. And they made some pre-made stuff for Adventure Player, one of them being an Echo Knight game. Now, which are these pipes do we want to go up? We can follow the pipes up, that way, up there. Spoilers, it's the closest one we want to get into. Let's see if we can do that. Is it going to get sucked? Is it going to get sucked? No. Almost. It almost got into the sucking range. We'll just... No! No! Oh no! It bounced out and went up the second one! It tricked me. I never expected this. Oh. Did it get in anyway? I would have loved to have seen how that happened. Because you see the way it goes is you get it into the first one, then it comes out here in a direct path with the hole. But mine bounced out and went into the second pipe, which would have been this one, but it went into the hole anyway? I was far away from it. I did not see how it happened. I would have liked to have seen that. Oh well. Well, I got a birdie anyway. Yeah, so... Echo Knight. From Software made something called Echo Knight. The First Voyage? I might be getting the name wrong. But it's like a small, little point-and-click adventure game kind of thing. Within the Echo Knight universe. Can I get that? Yeah, sort of. I sort of did that. Look at all this scrap metal and piping right here. On the course. Inconsiderate. So this is not like a full-on polygonal Echo Knight game like you've seen before. But technically, it counts as a game. This was made by From Software. It was officially released. Even if it might not be a full game, it still counts as an official Echo Knight thing. So people having a little picnic out here on top of the airship. What a view. Those giraffe are getting a good view. They don't want it, but they're getting it. Now at this point, now the course extends out onto a series of balloons, which it seems extremely dangerous. But I mean, are we not adventurers traveling around the world? What is a little danger when it comes to mini-golf? That was not hard enough, but fortunately, this ramp is grooved, so it won't go down all the way. So Echo Knight, for the PSP Adventure Player, I should mention that the Adventure Player games were all only in Japanese, because Adventure Player only had a Japan release. But there is a fan-made English translation for this. So, that is what we're going to be doing. First game in March. Going to be the PSP Echo Knight thing for Adventure Player. And then right after that, it's going to be the second thing that was in Adventure Player, which was a collection of horror stories written by FromSoft, I guess, called The Haunted Zone, as I believe its name. Once again, this got a fan-made English translation. Oh, a daring artist sitting out to paint in a dangerous situation looking out at this view. Now, there was a third game that came with Adventure Player. Unfortunately, though, I did not see an English translation for it, so we won't be playing that one. Maybe in the future, if an English translation does get made for that third one, we'll give that a try, but not something that we can do at the moment. Then, after that... that might be too hard. Yeah, it was. A little inaccurate, a little too hard. My ball fell off down into the city. Hopefully no one gets injured. That's better. Someone just put a big plank between these two balloons. Not even secured by anything. I don't like that. So just don't look down. Just look, keep staring straight ahead. Keep your arms out for balance. And, whoop, don't fall off now. And then into this airship. So, I like how this one has, this wheel. Like, it's not in the water. It's in the air. Why would it even need that? What purpose does that serve? Maybe it can also go in the water. Maybe it's double duty. So, also they have a plank over here. That's ominous. I mean, I thought we were civilized here. Are we making people walk the plank? Nonsense. After the FromSoft stuff, I want to go back to a couple of tryouts that I did a while back, didn't get back to. First one gonna be a little FMV graphic adventure called Are You Afraid of the Dark? The Tale of Orpheo's Curse. Never got back to that one. Gotta help those two kids find their way out of this old magic show full of attractions that are there to tingle and terrify. Save them from the magician who wanted to drain their youth. Was that it? I need to watch that video, refresh my memory on what was going on. But that is some unfinished business we need to do. Also, you could do your business on this airship. They do have facilities. They got the toilet paper. They got like a bowl of flowers for an appropriate scent. You can even flush, but if we look down, it's just a hole. It's just a hole leading down. That's disgusting. You can't do that. I mean, maybe if you were like out over some countryside and there's no one around. You can't do that over the city. Come on. Someone's gonna complain about that. Come on now. Not quite. Not quite. Yeah, this one's clearly a passenger ship. Got a lot of seats, we got luggage. There we go. So then, after Are You Afraid of the Dark? Another tryout. This just seems dangerous. Why would you have the bridge like this? I mean, I'm no architect. I'm sure there must be a good reason for it. Oh, no, it bounced out. Do a little too much to the right. A little too much to the right. There we go. That's what we want. That's what we want. That's a bogey, I think. Yeah, that's a bogey. Well, maybe we can calm ourselves down from a disappointing hole with some refreshments. As we are on, this deck. Looks like it is for just, you know, observing the city. Having some snacks, perhaps? Let's see. When the man with the hammer comes around, look for the bag and go that way. I'll remember that. Important to remember. Right, so after Are You Afraid of the Dark? Another game that I wanted to get back to. Try out from a while back. Is a little game called Xenoclash. Prehistoric, two-fisted brawling was basically the idea. I thought that was a very interesting game. Is it a good game? I'm not sure. But it was certainly interesting, a unique thing. And I would like to get back to that. Apparently that is... all the games I'm mentioning here are apparently quite short. So should not be an issue in being able to finish them all in time. In time for what, you might ask? Well, this is March, and March 20th is something that I've been waiting for a while now, and that is the Alone in the Dark reboot. That's right. Last year, played all the Alone in the Dark games to get the context of the series. You know, what is this series all about? As I had heard about it quite a few times over the years, but never actually got around to playing them or learning about what this series, you know, what was it all about? And now we know. Now we know for certain what this series is all about. We know about the good and the bad, and there was quite a bit bad to it. Quite a bit. But I'm hoping that I'm hoping this new game is good. Played the demo last year. Demo was very short. Did not give us much in the way of gameplay. But what little was there, I like what I saw. I like the tone and a little bit of humor they were going for there. But, of course, we don't really know a whole lot about how well this is going to hold up across an entire game and how well the shooting and the action gameplay is going to be. A lot of unanswered questions about how this is going to be. But those questions are going to be answered on March 20th. So that's why I wanted to have a bunch of shorter things, so to ensure that we're going to be done with that by the time we get to Alone in the Dark, and are going to be playing definitely all the way through that. Twice, actually. Because they did say that in this time around, there is a reason to play with both characters, that you'll see the story from different perspectives with the different characters. So they do say there is a reason to play through the game twice. So we'll be doing that, playing through Alone in the Dark twice. Going up this spiral staircase. Now, we could just teleport to the ball. We don't have to walk up this, but, you know, for immersion's sake. But what I would say is that I'm someone who's played a lot of VR games. I've spent a lot of time in VR. Doing this particular motion even makes me a little bit nauseous. And I am very accustomed to VR. Like, it doesn't bother me at all, but usually. But like this particular motion I'm doing right here, this is a little much. You can just skip that if you want. Just teleport to the ball. Or fly around if you want. That's a dangerous balloon right there, full of fireworks. Why would it be like that? I don't know. I don't know. Well, there's our ship right here. As we enter the 16th hole. Don't want to hit this one too hard because there's no barrier at the top of the ramp. It would just go off. So, gotta be careful about how hard you hit that exactly. Oh, well, that was actually perfect because it just got to the very top but did not go off. And I missed the easy one. That's how it goes. You're proud about getting the hard one done, but then you missed the easy one. Alright, let's get on our airship. But before we go, we have to play a little bit of pool. Not really, but we're going to stand on this pool table. You're not supposed to stand on these. Our ball's here. We have to get it into a pocket. The cues and the balls will block us. Which is the best pocket to try to get into? Let's try that one. Not quite. Not quite. There we go. On to the 18th hole. So yes, that's what we're doing in the month of March. Starting off with Echo Night for PSP Adventure Player. Then going on to the Haunted Zone. Like I said, we can't do the third one of those because there's no English translation as far as I know. Then revisiting Are You Afraid of the Dark? The Tale of Orpheus Curse. Then revisiting Xenoclash. Bunch of short stuff to do in March. Anticipating March 20th when Alone in the Dark comes out. And I will be playing through that twice. That's what we're doing in March. Oh, and as for this last hole, got a little barrier right here. And stand right here in the cockpit and see the barrier. But fortunately, the glass here goes at a slight slope. So what you want to do is try to hit it to go around on the glass to avoid this barrier. But you don't want to hit it too hard, because otherwise it would just go flying out and miss that entirely. So let's see if we can do it. Let's try it. Yeah. Yeah. Yep, they hit the ramp. There we go. That's just fine. That's Around the World in 80 Days. I did 7 under par. My best is 9 under par, so didn't quite get there. Alright. And, that's our March update, and that is some mini golf for you here in the Eiffel Tower. I don't know why more world landmarks aren't outfitted with mini golf courses. Obviously, that's a brilliant idea whose time has come. And, the world isn't ready for it, I guess. The world just isn't ready, but maybe it needs to get ready. Well, I'll see you at the stream for March. And the stream, of course, is on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Address is twitch.tv/supergreatfriend. There is no D, and you know why there's no D. It's because we don't want to attract the attention of Dracula. So, that's the stream this month. A stream of just, just feel some feel-good, wholesome games. Punctuated with just the most the filthiest conversations you've ever heard. That's kind of what the stream is. The stream is a land of contrasts. And that's what it's gonna have. It's probably just gonna keep continuing to be like that in March. So I'll see you at the stream for the games I mentioned. I'll see you then. When I say then, that's not very far away. That's soon. I'm recording this on a Sunday, so the next stream is Monday. So tomorrow would be the beginning of Echo Night for Adventure Player. That's not a long way away. That's like a day. So I'll see you for that. If you want. You can be there if you want. It's going to get posted on YouTube, so it's not like you have to be there. You shouldn't feel pressured to be there. But, I mean, you can be there. Like, no one's going to stop you from being there. You don't have to, though, is what I'm saying. That's what's happening in March.